So Ohio Shakespeare Festival, we have from the beginning been a company that was focused on doing the works of William Shakespeare and his contemporaries. It has since expanded to all classics, including modern classics and things like that, but with a focus on the audience, the actors, and the script.
We don't have a niche because we're not really competing with other sort of professional theaters, right? So we're an educational theater, but we are the performing arts school. So there's an expectation that the quality of the work is going to be higher than the normal high school experience.
Terry and Nancy, the founding artistic directors, wanted a theater that was for actors. And so what they looked to was the actor-manager model, which basically means the actors are running the theater. So the actors are the artistic directors, the managing directors, the set designers, the carpenters, the costume designers, everything.
I also want students to have that exposure to something more than just the typical high school theater experience.
The actors will stand on a stage that they built and deliver lines that to a company member who also sewed their costume and things like that. And so that intentional building of community is felt by the audience. I don't know if I can come up with something unified, and I think that that's because what defines it is a lot of options.
Each theater has kind of staked out its own territory. You know, the Rubber City was originally a Shakespeare company. Now they're looking at, helping to develop new work with playwrights and composers and whatnot.
You have the big community theater down in the valley of Weathervane, who does those big musicals, the crowd pleasers, and the big community stuff. There's theater for people on the spectrum. There's theater at New World Laboratory Performances that, does totally devised new projects all the time.
So if you're going to do new work, then that's your identity. And then people that want that sort of thing are going to seek it out.
When I look at them as a whole, it kind of, if you slam them into a bucket altogether, it's like, there's no cohesiveness here. But maybe that's the beauty of it, right? That it's not the same thing being offered everywhere. You can go to one corner of Akron and be experiencing an entirely different theatrical experience than you would on the other corner. It really is important not to look at other successful theaters as competition. However, you can oversaturate the market.
The more theaters that are around, the more shallow that pool becomes.
The behind the scenes things are, like every other theater, not romantic, not good, not exciting, not fun conversations, basically since March.
I think the kids are going through a mourning process.
This company would just stick together just because we were constantly operating and there was constantly something to come do, even if it was just social. And now it's totally dissipated.
Kids are not as excited about doing theater this way as they are in person.
We are completely unwilling to do a show and just hope that somebody doesn't get sick.
Because we can do what we do online, then that's where we're going to live until we can do it safely. And so we're still warming up every day, and we're doing our pantomime exercises, and we're spinning around in circles counting our acting positions, and we do that like on live on camera.
There were plagues in Shakespeare's company, several. There were years where they couldn't perform and things like that. And theater has been around for thousands of years and nothing has killed it. Our plague isn't going to be the one that finally does it.